Generic greetings. So Star Wars Episode 7 The Force Awakens is out tomorrow, or today, or has been out for ages. Please delete where appropriate. Also, it's been released to overwhelmingly positive reviews, or mediocre reviews, or really crap reviews. Again, please delete where appropriate on that one. I really hope it's good, because I'm a big fan of Star Wars, but we shall see. So, why am I featuring Star Wars Episode 1 Racer? Well, there's several reasons. Firstly, it's nostalgic, hence why this is a nostalgia video, so the typical me waxing nostalgic and talking bollocks for a long time will ensue, I'm sure. But it's the first game I can remember buying for Star Wars, or at least owning, not buying, because obviously I wasn't old enough to buy it at the time, but this was the first Star Wars game bought for me, and I don't think it's the first Star Wars game I played, but certainly the one I owned. So it was on Nintendo 64, and I played it and loved it, and then when it came to PC and I got a PC, I bought it then, and actually that's the copy that I still own and have used to install this very copy. There's been loads of faffing around to get this working. I've had to turn the sound off because YouTube would copyright strike it. I've had to install unofficial patches to get it just running. It's running in a horrible resolution, which is why it probably looks quite bad on your end, and either way, it's not going to be as good as when I originally played it, obviously. I've been really hoping that GOG bring it to their library, but as of yet, no, they just haven't bothered. Also, Star Wars Episode 1 is the furthest chronologically away from Episode 7, and hopefully quality-wise. Star Wars Episode 1 people really hated. Now, it's the first Star Wars I ever saw in the cinema. I remember going and seeing it with my dad, and we saw it, and he was very disappointed, and I was saying, what, it's quite good, that was alright, you know, it still had a bit of magic then, and then I watched the original trilogy and went, actually, it's not that good, but I don't hate it as much as other people seem to. I can't really drum up that much hate for it, nor Jar Jar Binks, but either way, it did spark my quite irrational obsession with pod racing. I really like pod racing. I think this game has got a lot to do with that. So, let's jump in and see what it's like. I have literally installed the game and made sure it works. I haven't tried a race yet or anything like that. In fact, it might even crash when I start a race. Let's go to single player tournament. Apparently, Anakin is our first, is our save game. I don't know why, that's just what it is. And we're going to go into the bar. Oh my god, graphics. Today's beverage is a nice cup of racing tea. So, that looks like the, pit droids just glitch all over the place, and now it's going to run out because, glitches. And, yeah, come on. And we'll load in. This is where we select our vehicle. So we've got Anakin Skywalker. We've got, Ebe Endor-Cott, there we go. We've got Dud Bolt, and as you can see, each pod racer has its own statistics, so traction, turning, acceleration, blah blah blah. In fact, I can't, which one, the one that I played, when you unlock them, because when you finish races, you unlock different pods and have different stats and stuff, and you can mod them. That's the one I normally played because it's got like spikes on it and looked really cool, but there was another one later on where it's actually connected. It's one of the only ones that are connected. Obviously, most pods are two engines and then connect up with, like via wire things up to the pod at the back. Some of them have got four engines. Basically, it's Ben-Hur chariot racing. That's all it is. But I think what we're going to go for is Anakin's because that's classic. We're going to click OK. Then we need to select our race again. We got the Boonta training course. I know the Boonta Eve Classic is the big race later on, but you have several races here. Then you go to the next stage, which is the semi-pro pod racing. That's Sunken City. Where's Malastair? No, it's not in here. But there's a lot of tracks in the game, and eventually they do reuse them. They do spin them round, so you're actually going backwards, and they do expand them. But we're going to go for the Boonta training course. We click OK, and then obviously Sebulba is the top guy. So we can inspect vehicle if we really want to. So I should have really use some sort of controller. Oh my good grief. Actually selecting this is a pain in the ass. I'm just going to click start race. Just go. Just drive. So, little cinematic. I'm going to skip that because otherwise YouTube will flag it. Right, so again, some polygon clipping there, all sorts of stuff going on. Oh, look, that's all started up. That's very nice, and the graphics are terrible. So what's the controls? I'm hoping it's this. I'm hoping it's just the arrow keys. No, it's not. It's AWS&D. That's a good thing. And, oh my good grief, what are the controls? Right, okay, so apparently W is speed up. Left and right, actually on the keyboard, are the controls. R should be repair. It is repair. That's good. Okay, so I can hold forward, I think. Hang on. When it gets up to that, hang on. How do we activate boost? How do we activate boost? Boost. How do you activate boost? Shift. Okay, bang. I've just crashed into that. Oh god, everything's breaking. Smashed up. Okay, right, fine. So anyway, lap time showed on the top left, our overall time for the map on the top, and on the right our position. So currently 4 of 12. Obviously we're going to have to try and drive as well in this thing. We've got a little mini-map on the top there, on the top right. We've got our speed on the bottom right, and then our damage on the bottom left. So you can damage your pod and explode, but you do just come back as you've seen. Now we should come up to a bit of a like a hole in the wall, and we need to get through. Hey, that was really hard. That was a lot harder on the Nintendo 64 because the draw distance was a lot worse. So anyway, I'm managed to get into first position here. This is pretty good. I'm going to hold R, which is repairing the pod, and that does slow it down, sadly. There we are. What happens is, come on, repair, 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 repair.
It's working.
There we go. I think we're not going to repair anymore. So, we're now back in here. So what we need to do is keep... Oh, it's a new lap record! That's what everybody always remembers out of the game. It's a new lap record! Everyone remembers that from this bloody thing. Right, once the light goes green on the right-hand side, we can activate a boost. So we need to wait until we were at a straight piece about... here, this is not straight piece, and then boost, and what that does is basically make your engine heat up. You can see the heat going up on the right, and we've got flames coming out the back of these things, and then we need to stop boosting. There we go. If you don't stop boosting, you do just blow up your pod, and you don't want that because that'll make your situation suboptimal. Right, so we're going to go around here. Can we do a little turn thing? Oh yes, we can. You can actually turn your pod so it's on its side, and I'm going to try and show off at this piece here. So we're going to turn the pod, and way skills, mad crazy skills. There's also another one we can do. Hang on, if we go, if we boost here, boost, 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 boost. Oh no, I've missed the ramp. There's a ramp on the right hand side. You can see there. Let's boost. Yes, come on, come on, come on. We're getting good speed. Oh god, that's a wall. Let's not do that at all. Let's actually start repairing the pod. I'm still in first position. Oh, you know what? The thing is, this is never going to be as good as it could have been because I've turned the music off. I've had to turn the music off, and it does have a lot of the original Star Wars music and also Episode 1 music, which, you know, again, was another good thing from the Episode 1. Like I say, people really hate on Episode 1, and honestly, I think it's the best of the prequels. I genuinely think it's the best of the prequels. I mean, Episode 2 was quite good as well, and Episode 3 was, well, yeah, it was a bit emo, but, you know, I'm glad they exist, put it that way. I'm definitely glad they exist, and I certainly don't hate on them as much as others seem to do. I can enjoy them for what they are, which is just something that isn't as good as the first 3. I don't know, it just isn't. You know, the thing is, it's never going to be, because a lot of people, obviously after 30 years, were full of nostalgia, like myself, and they were just thinking, oh, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be the next new one. No, it's not. That's why I hope that this new one is something... I hope the new one, The Force Awakens, is going to be something that is not just a nostalgia fest, but something that is worthy of... I guess itself. It's not going to be just, oh, look at this, look at this. Like, if there's sequences in it where, like, Han shoots first and he sort of looks at the camera with a cheeky little nod, I think that'll just fuck it up completely, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so I've got some Tungats, and what you can do is upgrade your pod. Let's go for Mon Garza now. So there we go. Again, another race here. So I need to go for Inspect Vehicle. For whatever reason, I can't actually use my mouse to click on these, which is a bit weird. So I need to actually move this up and down until I get to Vehicle Upgrades in our Junkyard. I need to go to the Junkyard, but I basically, for whatever reason, it's really I can, when I'm pressing up, it's only going, it's basically glitching around and skipping different menus, but I finally got the Junkyard. I got a lot of that. So there's Anakin on the left, and there's Watto flying around on the other side. What we can do, we can go around the Junkyard and buy different parts. There's like there's a plug thrust coil. Oh no, is that a plug thrust coil? Did that say plug thrust coil or something? It said a plug 8 thrust coil. Okay, and that increases our top speed. I'm going to buy that. So how much is this thing? So we'll have a quick look into it. It is a total of 5,369 generic credits stroke generic units of currency, otherwise known as Trungats. Republic credits? Your credits do not work around here. We need something more real. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so we can go to pit dreads if we really wanted. That increases our speed of repair. We can also get proper upgrades from not a junkyard. But since I can't afford any of this, we're just going to try and go to start race. There we go. I'm very surprised this is actually working. Like I said, normally it would be a bit broken. Okay, here we go, and go! I did manage to get the boost. If you press it at the right time, you get a boost. Actually, I'm looking at the game, and in terms of what it looks like, honestly, it looks like ass. I mean, obviously, it's how old is this game now? I'm guessing 2000 it came out, so... No, it can't be 2000. It can't be 15 years old. I don't know how... No, it will be. It'll be probably at least... It'll probably be 16 years old, in fact, because I think the Nintendo 64 one came out in 1999. Oh, 29 seconds to complete this. That was not a very, very fast lap at all. I think it came out in 1999. And then the PC one came out a little bit after, and I know the very last one released was the one that came out on the arcade consoles, the one where you actually had these two little controllers like to the left and right of you, and you can push them forward, basically like in the movies and stuff, which the control never made any sense to me. I used to look at it even as a kid and go, that control wouldn't make sense. You couldn't control the car in the way you would need to, and, you know, I was a problem child. Either way, I remember playing that at the arcade and spending many hours in there, and actually basically thrashing the machine as much as I could. But yeah, I guess it is probably 16 or so years old, and this is going to be the fastest. This is going to be the shortest game I've ever played, really. There you go, look, that was 1 minute 18 to complete the thing. It's a new lap record! But I was going to say, it doesn't look too bad, but no, it does actually look like ass. But the one great thing... Oh, we've got a new pod, I think. That's the music you would get if I actually had the music on, you see. So... Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't look like ass, but it really does. But one of the good things about it is that it had a sense of speed. And because, you know, that hasn't changed, because obviously the frame rate's the same and blah, blah, blah and whatnot, it's still got that effect of you are going very, very, very fast. You know, I have played other games where it's supposed to be really fast races, but it feels slow. This does not feel slow at all. So here we go. Now. Nah, didn't manage to get it. So this is a little bit longer, I think, and what I'm going to do is try my... I'm getting used to the controls now. I should have really plugged in my gamepad, but to be honest, the controls here are okay. There we go. So we're blasting along. I mean, you can feel the sense of speed, because obviously you're close to the ground, and they tend to have all these very high walls, so you know you do have a good sense of speed. I mean, we're supposed to be going 465. I'm guessing that's miles an hour. It wouldn't be kilometers or anything like that. It'd probably be chikukans or something the Star Wars has. I don't know. Oh no, maybe it's parsecs. No, maybe not. There we go. This is a horrible ice map, so we can hardly steer, but I believe this does have a good traction. Oh god! Jump! There we go. Yes, there's jumps on this one. They do start to get... there we go. I've been boosting all this time. The maps do start to get a little bit dodgy. Later on in the maps get... Like, you're on a big skyway, I remember one of them is, and it's really difficult because of the objects that you have to dodge. And in fact, on the Nintendo 64, because the draw distance was a lot worse than it was on PC, and also because the frame rate, well, I mean, normally I don't go on about these things, but in a speed race like this, you really do, you know, you really need to see ahead of you, and you really want it to be very smooth above all else. And because the Nintendo 64 was not as good as the PC at all, really, and the music was worse, draw distance was worse, frame rate was worse. It's a new lap record. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's 1-3. I think was that 13997. It was almost 13337. That'd be quite cool. It was lead speed, lead track time. Right, come on. Let's burn down here. But yeah, because it was nowhere near as good, there was a map that I got to a certain point, because I never completed it on the N64. I got to a certain point, and it was like a jungle map, and it was full of like loads of all the track was being overtaken by... Was it being overtaken by bits of the jungle and like vines and stuff, or was it actually jungle? I think it was just jungle now that I think on. I think it was just jungle. Let's see if I can boost over these. If you jump over the one on the ramps, you can give a little way. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think it was just jungle, and you had to go between trees and stuff, but it was so fast paced, and you have to dodge everything, and if you hit a tree, then it was that pretty much you were gone. But I'm pretty sure that I never got past that one. I never got past it because of that, and you would just smash into stuff, and obviously it was really difficult at the time as well, because I was doing the all the extra modes as well. Can we go a different way here? You can see on the map that it splits off to different sides. I don't know why. I wouldn't really want to go down there. I think I went on the left route last time. I think I'm going to take the right one here, which might be more difficult, might not be. It's certainly a little bit more twitchy, but this isn't really that difficult at the moment, I say, as he nearly crashes into the ground. But obviously a pad is generally better, because the binary combination of turning or not turning with a keyboard is not favourable. You want an analog system where you can slowly edge to left, right, left. New lap record 13899. That's not bad at all. Let's see if I can beat that record. And this is one of the things, again, you get a new lap record and you go, I really want to beat my lap record. I really want to beat it. But at the same time, I don't want to break the pod like I am now. And for whatever reason, what the hell is going on? Whoa! For some reason, it just started pulling to the right and wouldn't stop. I don't know if my engine broke. I think I might have set that part of the engine on fire and broke it. But either way, that's not going to give me a new lap record now, which is a shame. But I'm going to boost here. Look, way, because I'm trying to beat. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! There we go. I'm trying to beat the person behind me. You can see there's like a little yellow dot. I don't know if the computer cheats. I don't know if it like. Let me see if I can boost up here and then straight up and over. I didn't crap myself. Okay, yeah, that was that was good. Right, I don't know how I managed to pull that off. Right, cool. So speed up here, and you can point the engines up. You can see they can tilt them up there to get a bit more speed going up. Actually, well, not speed up, but thrust up. So we're almost on the end of this one. You would think on an ice map like this, it wouldn't heat up as much, but it really does. So we need to beast through here and zip through, zip through, zip through. I'm going to take this one because it's a little bit easier. I think it's a little bit longer. Look at that transparency. Oh, God, that wasn't transparent. Well, it was smashable, but it wasn't transparent. You couldn't see through it. Well, you could when I smashed through that bloody thing. Right, so left and right and the other words. And then we're going to beast through. And what's the game going to do? Whoa, quickly zip round. So my second lap was my fastest lap by only just under a second, actually, but still quite good. So am I going to get a new pod? Yeah. You know how it goes. Oh, look at that massive double engine pod there. Nice, very nice. Although they've turned the energy binders off, which would probably make a blast either way. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to leave it there. That's 3 tracks. So what's the next track? We've got Aquilaris. We've then got, I don't know what the other ones are. We can't actually see. But there's, what's that? Executioner. Don't really want to do that. Sunken City. Yeah, we haven't got some of the other tracks that I really remember fondly. The Skyway. The one with the methane. There's like one bit where you drive over. There's one with like lava floors and stuff, and you drive through like tubes going through them all. Bit sort of episode 3. And then there's another one where there's like methane all over the ground. I think that's Malastair. But anyway, that is a little bit of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. It is one of the best Star Wars games I think is being released. It is still quite playable now, although I wouldn't really recommend it. It's a massive pain to get working, and it runs at some weird resolution, and overall, is it worth it? Well, if you want to, drive down memory lane and put on them rose-tinted goggles, then yeah, you could probably do that. But will I be playing any more of it? Probably not. The one thing, as I said earlier, I really want GOG to not remaster it, but basically do their thing and make it work on modern machines in relatively decent resolution and blah, blah, blah. Don't think it'll be able to get a widescreen, but either way, if they can get it working flawlessly without me having to mess around and all that sort of thing, then that'd be great. And then that is the time I would actually go back and play it all the way through. As it is, it's not a bad thing to look at, and probably the best thing to come out of Episode 1, apart from Jar Jar Binks, obviously, because he's fantastic. Oh no, midichlorians was the best thing to come out of it. Oh god, I've just pissed off so many people. I am actually joking, by the way. I'm not a big fan, but Jar Jar's the best character ever to come out of Star Wars. Just saying. Oh, comments in the comments. Not too much hate, please. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. God, I hope Episode 7 isn't shit.